Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to your YouTube channel. And today I have a very interesting and practical video, okay? In my previous video I told you about this new feature included in the Typhoon HIL Control Center, and that is the device manager. And as I told you in my previous video, the device manager is quite useful if you have several HIL or several real-time simulators inside your local area network. In the previous video, I did the connection between the workstation and the real-time simulation using a single Ethernet cable, and I used FITS IP address. To be honest, at that moment, I did that connection in order to show you how easy is establishing the connection using the Ethernet. However, one of the things is that the HIL device is using a static IP address. And in my previous video, I show you that that static IP address is a value that is 192.168.42.200. However, that static IP address, the default static IP address, is not useful inside my lab, because inside my lab I have two different local area network, and I need to use a static IP address for this Typhoon HIL604, but slightly different, okay, in order to be inside the same domain of all my other equipments, okay. And in this video, I prepared this very short and very simple video for you, where I will show you how you can change the static IP address that is coming in your HIL device, how you can change that IP address, and you will set up a very specific IP address. In this case, what I will do is I will take the advantage of my previous setup, okay? In my previous video, if you remember my previous video, in the previous video, I connect the workstation, a personal laptop using Windows 10, directly connected to the real-time simulator, the HIL604, using a classical Ethernet cable and using the RG45 connectors, okay? However, in my previous video, I set up my personal computer as a FITS IP address 192.168.42.5, okay? And that was because the HIL device is coming with this IP address, is the default IP address 192.168.42.200, okay? What I will do is something simple. I will take the advantage of the connectivity that I already did. I will use the Typhoon HIL Control Center, establish the connection using those IP addresses, okay? I can do that because I already set up that. Then I will go to the firmware manager, and I will change the IP address and the name of the HIL604. And then I will use this new IP address 192.168.1200, okay? That is the IP address that is perfect in order to access my other equipments inside this very specific local area network, okay? But you must remember something. When you change the IP address of the HIL604, you will lose the connectivity. And because you are changing the IP, and your workstation will still in other domain different to this new IP address. For that reason, when the HIL device reboot, I will change the IP address of my workstation, and from there I can have the proper connection using the same domain, in this case 192.168.1, and that will be a successful communication, okay? Well, right now we will go for the practical stuff. Let's do that, okay? Okay, First, we will try to see if the connectivity between the workstation and the HIL device is properly working. And as you remember, the default IP address of the HIL604 is 192.168.42.200. What I will do is a classical pin 192.168.42.200, okay? And right now we got the reply. We got the reply from the Typhoon HIL604. And as you can see here, my workstation is sending 4 packages, and we send 4, we receive 4. That means there is full communication, 0% loss, okay? Now, what I will do is the following. Let me go to the Typhoon HIL Control Center, okay? What I will do now is open the Typhoon HIL Control Center. Again, we are using the brand new 2021 Service Pack number 2, okay? Now I will go to this device manager, and as you can see automatically, here you can see in the list the HIL604 that we have here at the lab. And what I will do is basically establishing the connection, okay? Right now, the HIL604 is connected. And what I want to do, as I said before, is changing the IP address, the default static IP address of this device, okay? To do so is quite simple. What I will do is I will open the firmware manager, and the firmware manager is loading. And as you can see over here, we have the data for the HIL604 using the Ethernet connection. And in order to retrieve the information, I will use here change device ini file, okay? Right now there is a warning coming on, and from there you can see that right now we have here, let me use the name. The device name is right now HIL604. Let me keep using HIL604. And what I will do now is changing the static IP address, okay? In this device, I want to use is the IP address 192.168.1.200, okay? That is basically the IP address that I want to use. And what I will do now is using the mask that we used to use all the time, and that mask is 255. Let me use here 255.255.255.0. Okay. And what I will do now is I will write the ini file and reboot the HIL device, okay? Now I have the confirmation that the ini file has been successfully writing at the HIL device, and right now the device is rebooting, okay? I am expecting a small issue, okay? Because when the device reboot again, of course, the IP address will be different to the IP address that I set up my workstation. For that reason, I am expecting that we will lose the connection between the workstation and the HIL device. But let's wait, okay? Right now the device working, okay? And as you can see over here, right now Typhoon HIL, the firmware manager, is telling me, okay, I cannot find the device. And I was expecting this. And I was expecting this because basically we changed the IP address, and the IP address of the device right now is different to the IP address, the domain that we are in my computer, okay? What I will do right now is closing here, okay? I will close this information, okay? And also I will close here the Typhoon HIL manager. And what I will do is change the IP address of my computer. To do so, I will go to the control panel, okay, as I did in my previous video. Then we will go to Network and Internet. Then we will go here to Network and Sharing Center, okay. And finally, what I will do is changing the adapter, okay. And I will select, in this case, my computer using Windows 10. In my computer, I will go to the Ethernet number 2. And when the Ethernet number 2 is open, I will go to Properties. And right now, I will go here. You can see this is the Internet Protocol version 4, the TCP IP, and I will select Properties. You can see that the situation is coming from this small problem, and you can see that this IP address is not connecting with the HIL604. What I will do is changing here this number. I mean, the new IP address for my workstation will be 192.168.1.5, okay? And I confirm here, and right now I will close, okay? Right now I have a new IP address. Let me check the IP address using the command prompt, okay? Let me use the command prompt. It's quite fast, it's very simple. There is a command that will show me the IP configuration, ipconfig. And right now you can see that my personal computer, the workstation, is located at the IP address 192.168.15. Now, to check the connectivity with the HIL604, what I will do is use the classical command ping, and I will use 192.168.1.200, okay? Right now you can see that there is a communication between the workstation, my computer is using Windows 10, and the HIL604, okay? 4 packages sent, 4 packages received, 0 loss, okay? Now it's time to open the Typhoon HIL Control Center, and right now, because the workstation and the Ethernet IP address of the HIL604, because all of them, they are inside the same domain, it will be connected, okay? Right now you can see in front of you, you have here the brand new Typhoon HIL Control Center, that's 2021 Service Pack 2, and I will go to the Device Manager. Wow! And you can see over here, right now, we have the HIL604, and this is the HIL604 FDL. I changed the name. And right now, I can connect to this device, and voila. We have a proper connection. We have a proper connection between the HIL604, and my workstation, my personal laptop, okay? Well, right now the HIL604 is ready to be part of one of my 2 local area network inside the lab, okay? Because right now the HIL604 has the proper IP address to interact with all the other devices, and that is amazing, okay? Well, it's time to close this video. It's time to say thank you to every one of you for watching this video. In this video, I just did a very basic and simple configuration of the Typhoon HIL604. What I did was basically defining the static IP address of the device. in order to communicate inside one of my local area network inside the lab, okay? And that was extremely simple. I hope you find this video useful, and if you have any question, please send me one email, stay in touch. And if you found useful this video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I will say thank you very much, and that's all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.